right, so I just told them about this price up there at the let me try to get that for you. I just told them about that. And again, I thank you so much, my friend, for the like. Thank you so much for doing that. There's, a few people here that follow me, but there's only like three or four of you that actually support my information. Mahalo is definitely one of them. He always hit the like button. And Don, you guys, y'all support me. Everybody else just come and want to get the alerts, and that's just not the way to do things. I want to try to help people. All right, so I did tell them that the sellers can be up here now. It can start to ensue as they get here, actually. So I just tried to draw the level out just a bit more. If you haven't been keeping up, I'm going to go ahead and show you this so you can learn the rules and try to follow along. All right, so here's some rules. Go ahead and pause the video. The lighter squares, all right, light coral, light green, that's what we're looking for. And then, of course, the bars just to help us out. All right, a couple tools, not a lot. I have to do both. I want to say that to you guys. I have to show the public my tools, so try not to be distracted by that. I like price action, don't need them at all, but there's people that want a little help, and there's nothing wrong with that. All right, so just bear with me. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys some help here. If it can help you, I'll allow it to. If it can't, don't worry about it. But the lighter green and the lighter coral, you want to try to trap those. All right. They trapped the lighter coral in here, but then they ran up to the top of that range and with the blue bar and turned it. When they came back down, you can see the lighter coral institutional bars coming in here. All right, there's two versions of this. That's why you got a colored bar, and then you got the volume benchmark institutional bars with the square. All right, they lift up, stay beneath the center of the range. They're coming in on that top, but they're forcing it down. All right, so now you're coming down. That magenta bar is important because normally on the rallies, they're picking it up on that magenta bar. All right. On the opposite side of the fence, you're going to run into the cyan issue where they're breaking past those cyan bars and, of course, not wanting to get back above them. All right. And then the magenta bars tend to have a wall effect. And there's your wall. All right. So, right at the bottom of the range, pull back up there. This was interesting because they broke past it, leaned over, and then ran up there. So, one would think, let's stay up. They turned the corner, came back with the magenta right into that wall, put those institutional bars right on the top of that, broke past them. Now you got an issue, and so they managed to stay under there the whole time. And of course, here they are directly on the low. That's that bottom tick, top tick exit stuff. All right, so you had it up here, the lighter green text there, and then of course the lighter coral here, and they managed to turn the corner. Now let's just see if they can go ahead and climb. Oh, I don't have it on this chart. I should have put it on all charts. Let me make sure I do that as well. But yeah, you want to see if they can get up here. Now, we've been talking about this price ever since the 6. I gave you guys that price, and there was another one that I provided you as well, and that was down at here, 29,612. So we want to see if they can get on up there and just see if they can stay above here, get into here, and then that's when it may become fun again. All right, they may start swinging and doing what they do. All right, so I just want you to try to keep that in mind as they proceed. Got a lot of information to offer you guys. If you don't mind, support the information. Otherwise, I will have to, of course, just remain from posting all this stuff. All right, I'll just post it occasionally, but I don't mind posting if you don't mind supporting. I appreciate all the support that I've gotten thus far. I wish you all the best with your trading. Take care.